Yeah, I'd like a pizza, please.
Oh, yeah, we're closed.
I'm sorry?
We're closed.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Do you guys do a Team Fortress pizza?
You over what?
Team Fortress pizza. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so you guys don't do that?
I don't have a clue what it is.
It's like when you order a pizza from one place, and then all of a sudden, it's not there anymore. You found out that your pizza's, at another place. And you're sitting there like a fool because you expected one place to deliver it, and you're like all of a sudden, oh man, that sucks my left nut. Well, kiddies, you've got a slightly pissed off Captain Immy today, and it's because of these imposter shows that my listeners have been warning me about. I'm sure I'll touch that issue later on, but for right now, let's review today's agenda. Most of this stuff is by popular request. We're finally going to get some game reviews today. You guys wanted to know my opinion on games like Forsaken. That was the one I got the most email on. So I went and downloaded the mofo, and I'll review it today. Due to popular request, Dave the Weatherman should be back this show. And I'm also going to talk about things like the auto-download feature. I'm going to get to some shout-outs. I'm going to get to AOL buying ICQ, which of course sucks. We're going to talk a little bit about the website Q Devils. And we'll also talk about my experience being called a cheater yesterday on a Powerball server. All this and more, but right now let's get to Dave the Weatherman. Dave's got something special cooked up for you guys today. His own personal review on an old-fashioned candy called Pop Rock. Now, I brought a bag home the other night and threw him his way, and he went to town. I didn't see him for the rest of the night, so let's hear what he has to say. Dave?
Dude, let me tell you, bro. I took this package, right, and it's got letters on it and shit. It's all fucking Pop Rocks and shit, right there on the fucking wrapper. So it's like I opened it up, bro, and I popped some in my mouth. Fucking pippity pop, pop, pop. They're all fucking going off in my mouth and shit, bro. And I was like, whoa, and shit. And I spat the fuckers out. But I was like, oh shit, fucking pippity pop rocks, bro. Fucking shit, man. That's all.
I won't even comment on that skit. All I need to say is that I need to get this off my chest right now before, I ruin the rest of the show because I'm so pissed off. I caught an imposter show that was sent in from a fellow listener, and I'm not going to give the URL, strictly because I don't want my listeners going there and actually liking it. But from what I've heard, I don't think they will. Basically, it's a bunch of wannabe homies dancing around and rapping using shit from my show. Just a quick example, not only do they bash Thresh, and it sounds like they have no clue who he is. They mention, quote, the new age computer nerd, which if you listen to one of my first episodes, that was something I brought up. They also mention Thresh and his Microsoft mouse, which I mentioned several times. In an email that I still have from the creator of the show, he says that my show has inspired him and he's bored. So if my show inspired him to steal from it, I'm not too happy about that. And finally, to make matters worse, they even mentioned my name several times towards the end of the broadcast. And that makes it feel like I had something to do with the broadcast, or that I was encouraging these guys to make it. But I would never endorse a piece of shit show like that, and so I'm just letting you know right now, I don't encourage the, quote, imposter shows. And if I tell people how to make shows, it's so that we can get something innovative here, not another copycat. I was expecting to rip on them a little bit more, but I can't go on anymore without it losing any sort of bit of intelligence that it had. So I'm just going to play a wave file that I think sums up these kind of people, and we'll move on with the rest of the show.
Stupid people have stupid children. If you're stupid, please don't have sex. If you insist on having sex, then please have sex with animals. Preferably animals smarter than you are. That way, if by some biological fluke you and the animal actually have offspring, odds are the offspring will be less stupid than you are. One more thing. Don't assume the animal is protected. If the animal has a condom, or if female some sort of intrauterine device, insist they wear it. Please, help stamp out this mindlessness. Keep your stupidity to yourself.
Gran, my CD-ROM drive just broke, so I guess mixing sound is going to be a little bit harder from now on. Nevertheless, the show must go on, right? Let me load back my good old agenda. Oh yeah, Powerball. Okay, you guys know I love the mod. I love the server. There's only like one or two out there. But I went on there the other day. And now we're talking, I was using my little laser pistol, the not the hyper blaster, what the hell? The little pea shooter that you start out with in Quake 2, the weapon that sucks. Yeah, I'm using that. I run and grab the ball and throw it into the goal, right? And I keep doing this over and over again. And I'm number one for my team, yay, everything's fun. And then someone calls me a cheater. They tell me I'm using Z-Bot. Okay, but what the hell does Z-Bot have to do with me scoring a goal? It's not like I was shooting people. So then I switched to Rails. And I'm not trying to sound too full of myself here, but I'm damn good with the railgun. So I'm picking off guys left and right, but I'm missing tons of them. And times when there's guys crowded around me, I shoot the guy that's standing all the way across the map just because he's not moving at all because he's a lamer. So, maybe it was a bad thing exposing cheating in the sense that now everybody jumps to conclusions quicker than the thresh comes to orgasm. But the point is, you guys gotta take it easy. There are such thing as decent players, and when a guy's got a ping of 0, you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, people, I got a couple emails here asking what I think of Kali compared to other things like M-Player. Well, we all know M-Player blows ghosts, okay? We established that a long time ago. But as far as Kali goes, now, I used Kali. In fact, I registered the mofo. And that was for Descent. This was back when Kali was only, what, 10, 15 bucks? I was probably one of the first, I'd say 5,000 people to register for the program. And I used it to play Descent. And it was lagged as hell, but I loved it just because it was the only way. That and NetMech, I used to play that too. But as far as Kali now, I honestly can't stand it. There's about 1,000,000,001 servers. I'd say 50% of the servers have 0 players. The rest of them have anywhere from 10 to 20. And they're either all playing Warcraft or they're playing, what is the other game? Descent. That's all they play. And as far as trying Duke Nukem or things like that, now since I got a cable modem, I haven't tried Kali. And so maybe it does kick ass. I don't know. But as far as from back when I had my little 28.8, trying to play games like Duke or Doom or anything like that, that was impossible. Dwango, never tried it. I'd like to try it. Apparently I can get lag-free games at Doom 2, and if that's the case, I'll cream Thresh's ass all over the place, because I'm confident that I could beat him in that game. But, that's another story altogether. Oh, and don't even get on my ass already if you think it's pronounced Cali or Kali. I don't know. I think it is Cali. It doesn't matter, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. K-A-L-I. There we go. I'm going to give a brief rundown on my views of Forsaken right now, and then we'll jump on over to today's headlines. Now, maybe it was because they used this chick to do their advertising. You know what I'm talking about, the blonde chick with the tattoo? Yeah. Okay. So, granted, I go to their website looking for more pictures of her, but I could give a shit about the game, so that was probably a bad move on their part. But Forsaken was actually a pretty enjoyable game. I downloaded the demo. I got a lot of emails from listeners saying to review it, and I appreciate that. It was a fun game. It reminded me of... It was somewhat Unreal mixed with Descent. Unreal in terms of the way the textures looked, and this is in my opinion, the lighting, just things like that. It felt like Unreal, yet it plays like Descent. So if you're not a fan of Descent, don't even think about getting Forsaken. Right away, you start off the game there, and you got enough choices to make you blow a load through your pants like a shotgun. I mean, it's got customized controls at the yin-yang, yet if you don't know how to customize your controls, that's going to be your most, your largest nightmare. If you don't know what you want, because there's about 50 billion different keys. In fact, I'd recommend getting 4 or 5 keyboards and hooking them all together just so you have enough keys for all the stupid options in the game. You play the game. The monsters are good. As far as artificial intelligence goes, they're like little wind-up toys that just go back and forth. But that's really cool. The only thing I can't stand about the enemies is that sometimes you get these huge tanks, alright? We're talking bigger than Thresh's mom's mustache. These huge tanks. And they're chucking these little guided missile thingies at you. And so you're flying around trying to dodge them, and you shoot a missile, and it goes right through the turret of the tank and into the ground behind them. And you're sitting there, hello! What the hell was that? It seems as if you can't kill the tanks unless you shoot them in the bottom on the little, what the hell is that thing? The wheels, the trucks, I don't give a shit. Point is, you can't shoot them in the turret, and that's the biggest part of the model. So, that kind of sucked. But the game itself, it's really fluent. Now, this is if you have a 3D effects card. If you don't, the game sucks, in my opinion. But, it's really fluent, really nice. I think they did a good job. I haven't had a chance to play multiplayer yet, but I'm sure I'll get to that after I get myself a new CD-ROM. I just got this in. This is late-breaking news, kiddies. Thresh's mother purchased a strap-on and is now making Thresh give her head. I guess that's what he gets for camping like a limp dick. We'll have more of this late-breaking discovery at the top of the hour. I'm just going to run over some stuff really quick here. Let's see, I've been called from several people the Howard Stern of the Quake community. I've been compared to that guy, Pereira, you know, the guy with the annoying voice. And they also say I remind them of South Park. So, actually, if anybody knows Howard Stern or knows a way of getting involved with them, yeah, send them my way. Because I think if me and Howie were to team up, I think Thresh would burst into tears. And for this next, I guess you could call it a segment, I was going to be Ask Dr. Immortal, and that was when you send in your problems or your questions about life, sex, money, whatever. And instead of me answering that, I'm going to have my friend, the illegal immigrant Hector, he's going to answer some of your questions. So right now he's got an email from, now all email remains anonymous, so sorry about that. No names. He's thinking of sleeping with his best friend, and the problem with that is his best friend's also a man. Yeah, we'll let Hector take care of this one. Hector, the illegal immigrant.
Hey, man, you better fucking watch it with that illegal shit, man. I'll come over there, I'll fucking burrito size your ass, man. Anyway, the gay fag, or the guy who's thinking about being it, man. You need to go right now. Listen to me, okay? Turn up your fucking speakers, because this is fucking important. You walk to your front door, man, and you open it up, and in that part where the door hits the frame, you know what I'm talking about. My cousin probably built it. You put your nuts right there. And you slam the fucking door on your nuts as hard as you fucking can. And you redo it several times. Keep slamming the door on your nuts, man. And when you're unconscious, you can think about what the hell just happened. Cause you got fucking nuts, man. You shouldn't waste them on some guy, man. You should be using them with our Lord Jesus. He wanted you to use them on women, man. So fucking use them on women. That's all I have to say about fucking that.
I don't know if anybody liked Hector that much or if anybody was offended by him. I apologize, but hell, that's part of my show. Moving right along, my friend Wolfen. The guy I did the interview with on, I think it was like Show 2, you know, the one that dragged on forever. Well, very, very talented level maker. He runs the official site on QE Radiant. He's also one homeless little guy right now. In fact, he's at his friend's house right now, so I hope he can still listen to this show and get in touch with everybody. But Activision was looking to hire somebody for level editing, preferably someone that knows QE Radiant. The guy runs the official site on it, and the author of QE Radiant itself sent a letter of recommendation in his favor, and yet Activision hasn't gotten back to him. So, do me and Wolfen a big favor if you listeners could go to Activision somehow and send him an email. Just let him know that this is a really talented guy, needs a job, and I think he deserves it. As far as my opinion on AOL buying ICQ, I'm sure you know how much I think that sucks. And not even my left nut. That sucks both nuts, because that's not even worth it. That's a bad judgment call. It's going to ruin a service that I found pretty decent until now. This little message goes out to the guy who followed through with the deal.
I'll bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around.